In this exercise, we are exploring the applications of Extrude and Pattern Commands in Autodesk Inventor by creating this simple pencil holder. The tutorial is designed for beginners and I will go as slowly as possible to make it easy to follow along. If you are an advanced user, feel free to pause the video and try making the pencil holder on your own. Otherwise, follow along with me step by step. These are the dimensions. And later in the course, I will show you how to create these 2D drawings. Zoom in a little bit. Alright, go ahead and take a picture and try to make this on your own. Alright, as you can see, the length of this pencil holder is going to be 6 inches and the width is 4 inches. And then we have these round edges and radius for that is 0.3 inches. And overall height is 3.5 inches. Alright, now so let's go ahead and get started. File, go to File, select New. We're going to be working in inches, so go ahead, expand this and just select English, Standard, IPT, and then Create. Start a 2D sketch. Which plane do we want to use? Does it really matter? Go ahead, start with XZ plane right now. We're gonna go to rectangle command, 2-point center. The origin is where X and Y coordinates are 0. So just left click and move to your right or your left. Now, so we need to put in the dimensions. The width is going to be 4 inches. So whatever that highlight text, go ahead and enter 4 and then hit tab key to go on the other side and to be 6 inches. Enter. Alright, now right click and click OK to exit rectangle command. And if you press and hold your wheel button, you get the freehand that allows you to move anywhere you want on the screen so you have more room to work with. If you drive back and forth with your wheel button, you can zoom in and zoom out. Okay. Now launch fillet command. What's the radius? 0.3. Now go ahead, select this side, this and that. Make sure each corner is rounded. Right click, again click OK or press escape key on your keyboard. Does the same thing. Finish your sketch, top right corner, move down a little, press your wheel button and hold and move down. Now we are ready to extrude it. Extrude is the first command in the 3D model. So that's probably the most used command in Autodesk Inventor. So extrude, launch the command. What is the height? The height of our pencil holder is going to be 3.5. And click OK. Alright, so now select this top face. When you do that, Autodesk Inventor gives you multiple options. One of them says Edit Extrude. Let's say we made a mistake and we enter a wrong height. Let's say it was supposed to be 5. You don't have to start over. You can just edit Extrude and change to 5. See how it changes to 5 now? Alright, I'm just gonna keep it back to what it was. I want to show you that in case you made a mistake, you don't have to start over from scratch. You can just edit your extrude. You can also edit your sketch if your dimensions changes. If you're making this part for somebody and they say, hey, I want the width to be 4 inches and the length I want it to be 8, you can just change that to 8 and you don't have to start a new drawing. Okay, so go back, left click, and this time we're going to look at the second last option that says create sketch. So this is going to allow you to create a sketch on top of this face. You can also go to 2D sketch and it will do the same thing. It's just a matter of preference. One is faster, definitely. Sometimes when times matter. So alright, so now we're going to select circle command and we're gonna draw another circle about this point. What's the diameter of this circle? Let's do 0.35, and that's going to be the hole for the pencil. Alright, we need the distance from the center of this to this edge to be 0.5. We also need this distance to here to be the same, 0.5. Alright, finish your sketch. Extrude. Alright, now do we want to cut or do we want to join? Second option, cut. What's the distance? Let's do 3 inches. Alright, so we got one pencil hole. Now we need to make multiple copies, and to do that, let's use our rectangular pattern. Rectangular pattern is next to the left of this purple box and the pattern panel. Awesome. So when you launch the command, the first thing it's going to ask you is to select the feature. Alright, so the feature is going to be extrusion number 2. Notice now that is highlighted. That means we selected it. And the arrow went from red to white. Now we need to give a direction. So select direction 1. Select that arrow and then go ahead and select this edge. It gives you a preview of what it's going to look like. So we don't want it to be going this side, so we want it to flip over. And how many do we need? Let's do 11 of them. It gives you a nice preview. What's the space between them? 0.5 is fine. Alright, so that's done. So we're gonna make multiple rows over. So move to direction 2. Select this edge. Flip it. How many? 7. Inventor is like, hey, you may crash your computer. This is too many. If you do like 1,000, definitely you'll crash it. So go ahead and do 7 is fine. Just click OK. Space between them is what? 0.5. And that's a nice preview of how it's gonna look like. So click OK. Alright, we are almost done. The last thing we need to do, let's go ahead and make it look pretty. Change appearance. Show your creativity. Alright, so we're gonna go to the top, whatever that is default, under that drop down. We have a list of different materials we can choose from. I am in Inventor material library. That is also Autodesk appearance, library, so many. Go ahead and just play with it. Find whichever material or color that you want to use. It's entirely up to you. I'm gonna find dark green here. Alright, that looks good. Shift and the wheel button is going to allow you to rotate like this. You're gonna see different views. If you don't want to do that, go ahead and use the view cube. You can use this view cube to see different sides. You want to see the bottom, maybe you want to see back. That does the same thing. I prefer shift and wheel button. It's fast. Sometimes you have multiple parts. And then remember, if you press and hold, you can just move it your part anywhere you want. Green. Alright. Concludes. Actually, one more thing. So let's say you would like to print this for your friend or your favorite teacher. Let me show you how you can export the file for 3D printing. So you're gonna go to File, Export, Card Format, and we need the file type to be STL file. Most 3D printers accept, most 3D printer slices accept STL file. So you're gonna go to your 3D printer slicer and build it. Alright, so make sure you select STL file if you want to print it. Okay, I'm gonna cancel that. Alright, that concludes exercise 1, part A, extrude and pattern commands. Part B, we are going to look at this guy. It's another pencil holder, you guessed it right. But instead of using a rectangular pattern, we are going to use a circular pattern. Here are the dimensions. If you want to try it on your own, here are the dimensions. And I will show you later how to create these 2D drawings. Alright. Zoom in so you can see better. So what we're looking at, this outside circle is 3.5 inch diameter, and the diameter of this one is 2 inches. The overall height of the pencil holder is what? 2.5. And we need to create 20 holes. Alright. Go ahead and see if you can make it on your own. If you can't, that's totally fine. We can do it together. Let's jump back into Autodesk Inventor. Alright, so like we did before, we're gonna go to File, select New. We are still in English, and standard.ipt, create, start a 2D sketch, XZ plane, circle command, left click, and then just circle command. The diameter is going to be 3.5 inches. Finish your sketch and extrude. How much do we need to extrude it? The height was 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches. Awesome. Again, top, select this top side. What do we want to do? Do we want to edit a sketch? Nope. We want to start another sketch on it. Just create a sketch. Go back to circle command. What's the diameter? 2 inches. Right click or escape key and top right corner green check, finish your sketch. Extrude again. Do we want to cut or do we want to join? Cut it. How much? What's the distance? Let's do 2 inches. 2 inches is absolutely fine. Okay. Alright. Now select stop face again. Start another 2D sketch on it. Go to line command. Draw a line from here to this side. Right click. Okay. Select that line, left click to select it. Then right click, select a center line. So I'm going to make it a center line. Okay. I'll go back to circle command. Find the midpoint. The midpoint of this line is going to be that green dot. So the diameter of this circle is going to be what? I hit it 0.35. 0.35. Awesome. Finish your sketch. Extrude one more time. Extrude this circle. Select the circle. Do we want to cut it? Yes. How much? 2 inches is okay. And click OK. Alright, now we got one pencil hole in there. How can we create multiple holes at the same time? Circular pattern. The feature is, look, when you launch the command, the arrows are red. Anytime these arrows are red, that means the command won't work. So we have to make sure that we give all the inputs it needs for the command to be able to work. So the first one is going to be the feature we want to copy. Just select extrusion number 3. Now it's selected. And the second input is gonna ask is rotational axis. So select this arrow here and go ahead and select this edge. It gives you a nice preview of what's gonna make. So we're gonna keep the angle 360 degrees. And we're gonna change the number of crowns to 20. Okay, and press OK. We are almost done. Here's where you get to show your creativity. Again, go to the top and default select your material of your preference. Try all these different libraries and see what they have. Okay, I'm gonna select light red right now, but feel free to try multiple and see. Maybe you wanna this part to be paper, who knows? Hey, experiment with it. I'm gonna go back to alright, so that concludes exercise 1 part B. 2 circular patterns, 2 pencil holders, one with a circular pattern, another one with a rectangular pattern. You can 3D print them, use them for yourself, or give them to your favorite teachers or your friends. Remember, if you like to 3D print, go to File, Export, Card Format. The file type we need is STL file, the second from last. So for your homework, what I want you to do for your homework is I want you to look around your house and come up with something, or just around you. It doesn't necessarily have to be at your house, but just something that, think about something we can make using what we just learned. Rectangular pattern, circular pattern. And extrude, okay? Think about extrude. That was the first command. What I want you to turn in, so for your portfolio, I want you to take a screenshot of this and put in your portfolio, okay? And that's gonna, let me show how that's gonna look like. So you're gonna have your names. If you're working with a partner, if you're working by yourself, that's just gonna be you. And then the project. So in this case, it's gonna be project 1. What's the project name? Pencil holder with the 2 parts. Part A is going to be rectangular pattern. And part B is going to be circular. Alright, that's it. That is what we're turning in. If you have any questions, comments, or you need help, just let me know. Alright. Have fun.